If you're trying to read Chinese to make Chinese sounds, you may be approaching it the wrong way round. Chinese characters do not spell sound, they carry sound and they carry meaning. So if you rely on your eyes first, your speaking will always feel slow, uncertain, and always on the back foot. Let me show you why and what to do instead. Most learners come to Chinese with a habit they don't even realize they have. In English, when you read text, we look at the letters, decode them, and produce a sound. Eyes to letters to sound. Even if English spelling is messy, they still work most of the time. So naturally, when you start Chinese, you try to do the same thing. You look at the characters and try to read them into sound. But here's the hidden problem. Chinese characters are not built like English words. They do not spell pronunciation. They represent meaning, whole units of meaning. Even when a character is a phonetic hint, it is not reliable enough for beginners to guess correctly. So what happens? You start guessing, you hesitate. It's tone one, it's tone three, you mispronounce, and slowly your confidence drops. So, what is better and correct way to learn spoken Chinese? The order matters. Ears first, mouth second, eyes third, then hands last. So first, ears. You need to build a clear internal sound map, not just the syllable, but the tone as well. Chinese is just not what you say, it is how you sound, how it sings. If your ear is not trained, everything else becomes unstable. Second, your mouth. You repeat out loud, not just in your head. You can copy the sound again and again until it feels automatic. This is muscle memory. This is how language becomes yours. Only then come the eyes. This is where most learners go wrong. Your eyes are not for reading Chinese, your eyes are for recognizing Chinese. Let me say this again, eyes to recognize, not eyes to read. What does that mean in real life? When you see the character war, you're not trying to figure it out. You already know it. War. I. Because your ear has learned it. When you see bu, you instantly feel bu. No thinking, no decoding. That is recognition. When you see something, you say it out straight away. You don't see the spelling, you don't see the text. Now compare that with many learners. What they do. They see a character, they try to guess the sound. That is reading. And in Chinese, that does not work reliably. Here is a simple everyday example. You hear a phrase many times, maybe like 我要这个. You repeat it, you use it, it becomes natural. Then one day you see it written, 我要这个, and you immediately feel, I know this. That is the correct approach. Sound first, meaning next, characters last. I know what you're thinking. So let's talk about Pinyin because this is where things get very interesting. Pinyin is useful, very useful. It gives you a bridge into the sound system, but it also hides a trap. Many learners don't use Pinyin to hear, they use it to read. So there, your eyes stay in focus and your ears are underdeveloped. Here's a simple rule. Pinyin should point you to the sound, then they should disappear. Try this method. First listen, no text at all, just sound. Then briefly glance at the pinyin. Then listen again. Then speak. Your attention always returns to the sound, not the text, not the pinyin. This is not natural for many of us because our visual sense dominates our listening. Another thing many people don't realize, Mandarin Pinyin and Mandarin sounds are actually more stable than English spelling and pronunciation. Each letter combination maps to a consistent sound within the system. English is unstable. The same vowel can sound completely different across different words. So in Chinese, your ear can lock in accuracy much faster. So how do you practice this in real life? Keep it simple. 5 to 12 minutes a day. 2 minutes, listen to a very short phrase with no text. 3 minutes, shadow and repeat immediately, copying the tone and rhythm. Another 2 minutes, listen again, then speak from memory. Only after this, look at the characters and match what you already know by sound. You are learning to recognize, not to decipher, not to read. So, how do you know you're doing this right? Three signs. You can say the phrase without looking. To speak it, you must hear it correctly. And when you see it written in Chinese, you see and hear the sound without the phonetic support of the pinyin. If you take one thing, just one thing from this video, let it be this. Chinese is not a reading first language. It is listening first, speaking first language. Your ears lead, your mouth follows, and your eyes confirm. So here's a small challenge. For just one day, put your eyes aside. Learn Chinese using only your ears and your voice. Then come back and tell me, did something feel different? And be honest. Are you stuck in eyes first mode or are you ready to switch? Let me know in the comments.